Hi friends, my name is Sushil and welcome back to my another video. Today we're going to talk about share buyback, which is very trending nowadays because so many companies are coming up with buyback plans and people are confused about what is this buyback and how do we apply. So in today's video, we will discuss about share buyback, how it is advantage for the company and investors. Also, we'll discuss about how do we apply for buyback. So without much delay, we'll get started. What is buyback? Buyback by a company as it's a repurchase of outstanding shares traded in the open market in order to reduce the number of shares available in the market. Okay, so buyback actually allows them to invest in themselves with the free reserve they have. Every company will have some free reserve, so they will use that free reserve or the security account or amount they have with them to buy their own shares from the open market, and which in turn will increase the promoter holding and also reduce the supply in the open market, which in turn will give more demand for the particular company or the shares, which will provide a value addition for the share value. Okay, so every buyback, what happens is like if a share is being traded at X amount, then the buyback will always happen at a premium percentage. Suppose the company will say that we are going to have a buyback at 7% to the existing current market price on so and so closure date. So if I'm saying that, recently TCS has announced a buyback of 3,000 rupees, right? But on the announcing of that buyback, the share was trading at 2,500. So they are providing a premium of nearly 500 rupees per share. Okay, so this is a value add for the people or the investors who have invested in TCS. Okay, in two ways. One is the short-term traders who are not very much interested in holding the shares for a long time. They can apply for a buyback. So if they got lucky, the company will buy the shares from them and they can get 3,000 rupees per share, right? And second thing is like for the long-term investors who are holding the share price on the announcement of this particular buyback, the share price will rally a lot, and which will provide a value add for the investor. Okay, so what is the objective behind this buyback? So one is, as I said, it's for the increasing the promoter holding. Second thing is like to support the share value. Okay, so the company might think that they, as a promoter, we need to provide some trust for the investors by taking more shares from the open market. So that is another which will add a kind of a belief on the promoter. Okay, which will increase the share value. Okay. Third thing is like it increases the earnings ratio, and also during the times, the difficult times of bear market. Okay, this kind of buyback will provide a support to the share price. Okay, so you'd have seen that even though we are having kind of a turbulent market nowadays, the moment a buyback is announced, that particular company share price goes up. Okay, though it didn't happen for our Wipro company, but that the result was not very much as expected. That is the only reason for Wipro's price going down, even though the buyback was announced. But best example is TCS buyback. When the result came very good, they also announced a buyback, and after announcing the buyback, share price rallied a lot. Now let us see in Zerodha how do we apply for a buyback. So I'll just show you a demo for one of the existing buyback, and this is not a recommendation for going for buyback, but this is just a kind of a demo which will help you to understand on how to apply for a buyback. It's quite actually easy. So let me just show you that. I'm currently in the Kite application uh, where we have the console here. And in the Zerodha console, we have to go to portfolio, and in portfolio, we have to go to corporate actions. Okay. So in corporate action, what happens is like you can see all the listed corporate activities, that is offer for sale, buyback, and takeover. So this is the current buyback which is open in market, which is provided by Triveni company. And they have mentioned the offer price was 105. Okay. So what you have to do is like you have to just click on the options here and you have to place order. Okay, so yeah, if you're holding maybe 100 shares, and if you want to go for buyback for all the 100 shares, you can mention 100. Or if you want to go for a part of the particular share, what you can do is like you can mention the limited number of shares that you want to put for buyback. So you just click on submit, and at the moment you do that, you will get the particular order would be placed. Here I am getting in incorrect order. That is because I don't hold any shares of Triveni company. Okay, so that is some prerequisite that we have while applying for buyback. So for applying buyback, you should be holding that particular shares in your holdings. It's not mandatory that the moment you apply for buyback and after the cutoff date, your shares will be bought back by the company. It all depends on the level of subscription that particular buyback is receiving. Okay, it's exactly like our IPO. So if the buyback is oversubscribed and if they are receiving many requests for buyback, the company will go for lot selection, and uh, it could be possible that if you're lucky, your order placed would be considered, or else you may be unlucky and your shares will be still available in the holdings even after the buyback is completed. Okay, so that's the fact. So only advantage that I see here is that as an investor, the immediate buyback news might provide a momentum for your share price, and you might find it lucky to get a quick returns based on this particular news. Okay. So that is it from this particular small video. I just thought like I'll just give you a brief understanding about what is buyback and how it needs to be applied from a Zerodha console. And okay, and happy investing, and thank you so much.